Made it to the beach this morning. It's our first Saturday here. So we got up, we walked before it got too hot to get some breakfast down here. And unlike the other couple days that we've been down here, the water is not nearly as thunderous, which was intriguing because it was so loud before that you could hear it just way up the road. But as you can tell, it's not too loud at all. So I came out to check the surf while we're waiting for our breakfast. Including everybody on the inside, there's probably 25 guys out surfing. It's smaller for sure, but the water is very clean. Easy paddle out. And if you could deal with that crowd, probably some good surf. Look at that. Look at that. Here's looking the other way towards Puerto Escondido. Nice little breeze this morning. The bummer about a point break, especially one like this, where it's kind of wrapping around some rocks. There's only a couple spots where you can be to catch the waves as they're breaking. And when there's so many people out, there tend not to be enough waves for everybody. Is that good? Is that yummy? Mm-hmm. Yeah? How's your coffee?
I didn't get coffee.
It doesn't look like vanilla.
It's not vanilla, it's snippers. What's snippers?
Snippers?
I don't know what it is.
You don't know what it is and you're gonna eat it.
It's called the snippers.
Is it good? Well, what did you get, baby? Finally, you got something you liked. Is it strawberry? Hey.
That was the only strawberry one.
Well, that's nice of you, since you had one the other day and he hasn't had one yet. Remember, you gave him a bite and he was very, very envious that he didn't get one of these. Don't drop that.
Angry birds on it, he still didn't. He just wanted the angry bird.
I know, and then he didn't like it. Whoa!
Oh my gosh.
Pieces of lemon in there. So I
There's
guess, or lime. Let me guess. That is
Maybe don't do the
poop flavor.
Mm-hmm, definitely.
Aussie meat pies. Huh? I don't know what that is. Anybody know what an Aussie meat pie is? Is that like a shepherd's pie? Or is that like chicken pot pie?
Can we make chicken pot pie?
Sure, we gotta figure out where to buy all the ingredients. If you know what an Aussie meat pie is, leave it in the comments below. It gets hot fast out here, especially like today where there's no clouds between the sun and us. There's some clouds out there, but it's kind of hovering low. So we're getting the direct sun and it's hot. So we've done 2 days of Spanish classes since we started on Thursday. Our teacher came Thursday for an hour and then Friday for an hour. Those first couple days have been pretty good. Since we're doing this for a total of maybe like 13 or 14 lessons, we're really just trying to gauge our level right now. And it's a little more difficult being that we're doing it with the kids. We tried to get Luca to do it, but Luca is just doesn't really have the patience, and it's way over his head. Some of the stuff that we're doing, it's a little hard for Mila too. So definitely not easy to do for Luca.
Or she's just not listening.
Well, I think there's a lot of words, even in English, that she doesn't quite understand.
Your daddy.
So, but Mila's trying. He needs to pay more attention in class instead of sinking into the floor from her seat. But you were doing that, were you not? Even though the stuff that we're going through right now are things that I pretty much already know, it's really good to have somebody to ask questions. Our teacher, her name's Valerie. She is the daughter of the person who owns our Airbnb. They have an interesting story too. They are from Peru, but they've been traveling their whole lives too. So from Peru, Valerie's mom, our Airbnb host, she is, I think, half Peruvian, half Swiss. Our host, Christy, she has 2 daughters, Valerie and Valerie's sister. They're both born in California. So they have US citizenship, they have Peruvian citizenship, and they have a Swiss passport. So they have triple citizenship, which comes in very handy. Our teacher also speaks, besides Spanish, which is her native tongue, and English, she also speaks Portuguese and French. I believe a little bit of German too. Because in Switzerland, their official languages are German, French, English, and the local language, which I forget the name. I'm sure somebody knows. And on top of just knowing those languages, our teacher also has a linguistics degree from UC Berkeley. So she's very, very qualified to teach us, and at a very reasonable price too. So we're hoping to get a lot out of it, and it's been going well so far. And let's see how things go before we leave here, and hopefully, if not being able to converse with a only Spanish speaker, I hope to at least have a lot of my questions answered about the language that's kind of confusing to me. And that's already happened, so I'm pretty thrilled about that. Yo-Yo's going for a walk.
She usually goes for a walk with you, right?
Yeah, yes, twice.
And today?
Hey.
Like, no, I want to sleep a little more.
Well, we haven't gone down there this early yet.
Yeah.
Usually it's before dark.
Yeah.
It's getting hot.
Yeah, it's super hot. Yeah.
That was our host, Christy, and Yo-Yo is her dog. She adopted Yo-Yo when Yo-Yo was just a little puppy. Very tiny little furry puppy, I'm sure. So she thought Yo-Yo was just your regular old Mexican mutt, which through a lot of interbreeding of dog breeds, there's not hardly any dogs here that have very close resemblance to any specific breed. Because of that, dogs have all kind of evolved to about the same size, which is like a medium to small sized dogs, with the exception of the Chihuahua. Is Chihuahua like one of the very few pure breed dogs that are in Mexico? Maybe. You definitely do see Chihuahuas. But Yo-Yo, as he started to grow, he got to grow bigger and bigger and bigger. And he's not even that old. He's still a puppy. I want to say he's probably around a year old, maybe.
Yeah.
And he's huge, as you can tell. Look at that guy. Huh? Just found him, hanging out. He has all kinds of spider webs on him. We're trying to clean him off so he doesn't fall into the pool. Hey, buddy.
Hi, Jackie.
You're pretty far from Transylvania.
That must be far with no water.
All right, so what are you going to do with him?
I don't know.
Leave him here and let him fly?
It's just you see how his ear is sticky and folded?
He can't sense
Can't
and
sense
feel
if it's...
things around him, so he doesn't want to fly.
He's mad. See him? See his teeth?
Yeah. There. Okay. That's better.
You just need to get this. See it's sticky on this side too? He's just trying to clean himself, I think. It's on his face.
Alright, we'll just put him somewhere safe from the dogs and give him some time to clean himself.
I don't know if he can get this sticky stuff off.
So we helped clean up the bat and brought him to our patio. You can see him right there on top of that leaf. He's who knows how long he was out there trying to get that spider web off of him. And whatever that sticky stuff was, probably some kind of sap. It looks like he's just taking a rest now. So we brought him in here so the dogs that live here wouldn't see him just kind of crawling around the driveway. And hopefully he'll just get a little bit of rest and fly off when he feels better.
Aquí huele bien, es primavera. Quisiera capturar este momento y quedar fuera de la espera que se acabe todo. Yo no traigo el método, tampoco traigo el modo. Traigo mi tontera que es sincera, incinera como el sol que sale y seca el lodo. Las semillas germinan, crecen, caminan y bajo un apodo hablan de todo sin entenderlo. Para odiarlo tienes que conocerlo. Así que si no te